Welcome to Founders Club, the show for real estate entrepreneurs.
It was the worst of times, it was the best of times. How do we make this the best of times?
Work your butt off. Okay, so one is you got to get really, really passionate about your dream. Okay, and by that I just mean don't lose sight of what you want in your life. Okay, you want a boat? You're going to be able to pick this boat up for a lot less.
Right.
At some point in the next 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
Okay, I mean, my first thought was, should I sell the boat? Because I can probably get a bigger one for cheaper in a couple of years. But I like my boat and I can afford it. So I'm like, I'm going to keep my boat. But the point is that every dream that we have, that dream house, you're going to get it. It's going to be more available when the economy tanks. So there's more opportunity.
Yep.
The thing is one, find out where's the business opportunities right now? Where are the best opportunities? And then two, how do I get them? How do I reach them? So, right now, and this is a moving target because things are happening so fast, but right now, non-owner occupied properties are immediately the hottest. Now, What is a non-owner occupied properties? Investors. Rental properties, there's going to be a ton of them because they're not getting paid rent. They're going to have to be doing these evictions. They're just tired.
Second homes.
Second homes is another
Okay.
group of
We'll get there.
But rentals is, you got all these people that are not getting paid rent. They're behind, they're struggling, but many of them are in their late 50s, 60s, they're baby boomers. And they're tired of this. Mm-hmm. And they understand the traditional real estate investing strategy is buy low, sell high. Well, what is now? High.
Yeah.
We've been 10 years of appreciation. They bought these rental properties in 2010, 11, 12. They've ridden it up and they're like, you know what? I remember 2008. We ain't going there.
Right.
It's time to
It
get
is a
out.
great time to cash out for people.
It's a time to cash out.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a ton of investors that are cashing out. Some are cashing out to reposition for the next fall. Some are getting out because they're 65 years old and they're just like, you know what,
Just
we're
want
just going to
cash
get the
in the
money
bank,
out.
yeah.
We're just going to play it safe and we're going to live on our money. So there's going to be there's already right now a ton of those people doing. So investors are awesome. They're easy to find because you just get your title company, get me all the non-owner occupied properties in my market, and I can start calling them, I can start mailing them. I just start hitting them. I can get in these meetup groups, these investor meetup groups. I can find other investors. So a lot of them are going to be selling out. What am I getting? Sellers. I want sellers. Okay, buyers are going to come too. Some of those are going to be buyers. Awesome. Got the relationship. I'll get their buys. All right. So that's the first non-owner occupied. The second one, vacation homes.
Yeah.
Second homes, third homes. They bought them. Prices have been appreciating for the last 10 years. They've had it. They've not used it. And they're like, you know what? We're 67. Our kids are, they can make their own way now. But when we bought it for $240,000. It's worth $420 now. Let's get out.
Yeah.
Let's get our cash. Let's get that equity.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a ton of vacation homes. Now, the other one is your short-term rentals.
The Airbnbs.
Airbnbs
Right.
of the world. Those guys are reeling right now. Now, in some areas, they're doing pretty good because people are escaping the city and going out and they're renting Airbnbs. But again, all of this is happening. It's in real time. So in your market, you got to be watching what's happening.
Exactly.
But a lot of Airbnb owners, short-term rental people, and they can't convert to long-term rental because they're over leveraged. So that one is huge. The other one is just anywhere there's vacant homes. And what's crazy is how many vacant homes are in any market.
I know.
They're just vacant homes. They're always there. And for the last 10 years, people that have owned vacant homes, they had it rented. They're just busy. They've been busy, and it's been sitting there. Well, when the market's appreciating, they're bleeding, paying taxes and insurance and maintenance, utilities, whatever, on a vacant house sitting there. But I bought it, 4 years ago for $200,000. Today it's worth $280,000. I'm good. As it's sitting there, I'm making money on it. Well, that's not going to happen anymore. Prices aren't going to keep going up. They may be going up right now, but that's going to end. Mm-hmm. And so they're looking at it and going like, you know what? That vacant house, time to get it gone. And renting it's going to be tough right now. So they're like, you know what? Time to sell. So any non-owner occupied property is super hot and easy to find. That's the short-term play. Motivated for sell by owners, motivated expireds are better than ever because now for sell by owners, it's harder to sell a house than it's been.
Yep.
It's harder to get loans. The lending parameters for buyers to qualify for loans has all of a sudden just gotten really, really tough. Mm-hmm. And JP Morgan just said, no longer is it 620 FICO and 5% down. Now it's 20% down and 700 FICO. That's going to be That's going to become the new.
Yeah, it was just like the last crash,
just like the
right?
last crash.
Yeah.
They're scared, and they're like, we are looking at more loan defaults and all this, so we're going to make it harder to get loans. So it's going to be harder to get buyers to be able to get a house, qualify for sell by owners. It becomes more complicated to sell. They're like, you know what? Maybe we just need to get a good agent. So for sell by owners, if they're motivated, they're going to be hiring. Expireds are, in the past, expireds, a lot of them just relisted with the same agent. They're like, yeah, well, it just, it was our fault. We overpriced it, blah, 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 whatever. But when people are scared, when there's uncertainty, people are less likely to keep trying the same old thing. So when the listing expires, what we're seeing is the sellers are less likely to go back to that old agent. They're like, you know what? What they did the first time didn't work. We don't have time to mess around.
We need a new approach.
We need a new approach.
Yeah.
And they're going to switch agents. So motivated expireds, they're going to be brutal, just like they've been. They're going to be more stressed. They're going to be upset. They're going to be distrustful. All that, you got to have the skills to break through that resistance. But they are looking for the answer. And they want the agent who has the expertise to be the answer. And when they find that, hands down, you're going to win.
Yeah.
And so those are massive opportunity. Okay, it's not the only one. Next one, and even before that, is your personal circle. Right now, relationships, because you only know so many people. But all the people that you know, if you built the relationships, you built that top of mind awareness, what we call the personal circle vortex, if you've been building that, they know all their friends, they know the ones that are struggling, they know who's going to be moving.
Yeah.
And I want that word of mouth marketing team bringing me business. So just like Erin, 12 listings in the last 30 days, all those came from people calling her, not her calling anybody.
Yeah, and to think about that in a really simple way, if you only know 100 people, which most people know at least 100 people, if you only know 100 people and you were top of mind with them and you only got one referral from each of them, that's 100 transactions
100
a year.
transactions.
Right.
So we call that your Dream 100.
Right.
Is your Dream 100 is finding your A team of people that know you, that if you can get one referral a year from those people, you just did 100 deals and it was free.
Right. Yep.
You just got to maintain the relationship.
Right.
So that's another one. Now, the long play of where the money is going to be as a real estate agent are
Get your notepads out.
downsizers.
Okay.
53% of primary homeowners in America are 55 years of age and older.
Kids are gone.
Right now. Right. Downsizers, when over half of your homeowners in America are over 55 and the kids are gone, they have a big house, they raise their kids in, they don't need that much space.
They don't need the bedrooms, they don't need
the value of their home's gone up and up and up and up, and now they're going like, you know what, we've been thinking about downsizing for the last 5 years since our youngest daughter graduated. We remember 2008. Prices are about to go down. It's time. And that's going to be happening for the next 5 years. In the next 10 years, every homeowner, every empty nester, they're all selling. Now, so here's what I'm telling my agents. You find every house in your market that is 10 years and older, over 3,000 square feet, and you start talking to those people. They're all
Love
moving.
that.
Now, these are not this week, but
Right.
over the next 10 years, you start building those relationships, you start getting in those neighborhoods, those people, and this includes your luxury markets, they're going to be selling. Here's the good thing, here's the beauty of why this part of the business, why downsizers are such a sweet spot. Number one, they all have equity. So
because they've owned their house for a while.
They've owned it for
10 years. It's
there
for
are
sure
no short
gone
sales.
up.
Even the ones that are going to be distressed sellers, they're going to be in default, but they're not going to be upside down like in 2008. It's a different world. So people are going like, well, should we start looking for short sales? No, short sales are not going to be what they were in 2008 because over the last 10 years, most people put down payments.
Yeah, because you had to, otherwise you weren't qualifying. Right.
So this is not like 2004, 5, 6, 7, and 8 when it was zero down, no job, no assets, all that stuff. So now people have equity, and your downsizers all have equity. Number one. Number two, the average FICO score of people 55 years and older in America is nearly 750.
Oh, wow.
The average FICO score of people under 50 is 650. So guess who has the best credit? Baby boomers.
Yeah.
So now they have equity, and they have good credit, and they have been homeowners for many, many years. So guess what? They ain't about to sell and rent.
Right.
They're going to sell and downsize and buy another house. So I'm going to
qualifying shouldn't be an issue.
Qualifying's no problem because they have equity, they have a down payment, they have credit, and they've proven they know how to make a house payment. So they're going to sell and they're going to buy and they're going to downsize, but you're going to double dip. You're going to sell that house and help them buy another house. And Guess who they know?
Other baby boomers.
Other baby boomers. All homeowners,
Right.
all have good credit, all have equity, all who are thinking about downsizing, all who are going to sell and buy. So every single person that you do deal with, that every seller that is a downsizer, you massive leverage. And so where the big money is in real estate is understanding the levers of success. Is how do I leverage not only every deal, but how do I leverage every conversation? How do I leverage every hour? How do I leverage everything I do?
Right.
And the best way to leverage it is a high quality relationship with somebody that can do business with me and refer more business to me. That is a stable, mature relationship. Hands down, baby boomers, downsizers is the gold mine of the next 10 years. And
I love that. I mean, that's
a long
huge tip.
Oh,
Huge tip.
That one right there is $1 million a year for
you could
anybody
easily
that
make a
runs with it.
fortune on that right there.
Yep.
So just to recap, the biggest opportunities in real estate right now that you're seeing, number one was just rental properties,
Non-owner occupied properties,
non-owner
are the
occupied,
immediate hot stuff.
low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging
Yep.
fruit.
Then it's second homes.
Which is all non-owner occupied
Right,
property. All
okay,
that. So,
yep.
so rentals, short-term rentals, second
Right,
homes,
I was going to break.
vacant homes.
Yeah, exactly.
all those,
Perfect.
yeah.
So so all those, and then the other major group then is the downsizers.
Downsizers, still motivated for sell by owners and expireds, and the best of all is relationships.
Yep.
Your personal circle, where they have their radar on, looking for people that I can help. When I train them to say, "Hey, who do you know that's looking to buy or sell?"
Yeah.
That I can help, and just keep that in their mind, so that when they hear that conversation, they go like, "Oh!" And you train them. They got to call you. Don't tell that homeowner about me. I mean, do that, but don't
Yeah.
just do that. Tell me about that homeowner.
Yes.
Because I'll reach out to them. They're not going to call me.
I'll be
because they're
proactive.
scared.
Exactly.
If you're new to the channel, my name is Oliver and I'm a 3-time Inc. 500 real estate entrepreneur. I'm a co-founder of a brokerage with over 1,000 agents doing $4 billion in sales, and I'm an active real estate investor. But most importantly, I'm passionate about helping you grow your real estate business. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go.